Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to solve day 8 problem of this month on LeetCode. Before starting, if you guys haven't subscribed my YouTube channel yet, then please go ahead and subscribe it. Now without any delay, let's get started with today's problem. Problem number 1317. Convert integer to the sum of two no-zero integers. Okay, so no-zero integer is a positive integer that doesn't contain any zero in its decimal representation. We have given an integer n. We have to return a list of two integers a and b, where a and b are no zero integers, doesn't contain any zeros, and a plus b is equal to n, right? The test cases are generated so that there is at least one valid solution. If there are many valid solutions, you can return any one of them, right? Okay, now see this example number 1. N is equal to 2. So here we can return it like this: 1 comma 1, a plus b is equal to 2, right? A is 1, b is 1, right? And both a and b are no zero integers, right? So I can't write output like this 0 comma 2, because then this a contains 0, right? So this is wrong. But I can return my output as 1 comma 1, because here a is 1 and b is 1, and both a and b are no zero integers, and a plus b is equal to 2, and which is equal to n. That's it. Now see this example number 2. N is equal to 11, so I can return my output like this: 2 comma 9, right? I can return my output like let's say 3 comma 8. Yes, I can return my output like this also, right? But I can't return my output like this: 10 comma 1. This is wrong, because here my this number a, it contains 1 0 right here, so this is bad, right? So let a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 9. Both a and b are no zero integers, and a plus b is equal to 11, right? Note that there are other valid pairs as 8 comma 3, 3 comma 8, that can be accepted, right? But this can't be accepted, right? All right, and these are the constant size. N is from 2 to 10 power 4, right? So I will solve this problem using two approaches, right? So let's solve this problem using first approach. So in the first approach, I will check all the cases, like first a is equal to 1, right? We can't start our a from 0, right? So I'm going to start my a with 1, and b is going to be this n minus a, right? A plus b is equal to n. So if I know my a value, then my b value is going to be n minus a, right? And whatever the values I'm going to get here, I'm just going to convert them to a string, and I'm going to check if my string contains any 0. So if my strings doesn't contain any 0, then I'm just simply going to return my a and b from there. I don't need to check further, right? But if my string contains 0, right, here and here, anywhere, then I have to check for other values of a and then other values of b, right? So let's write the code using this approach first. It is also very simple, nothing complex here. So here I'm just going to run one for loop, and here int, let's name the loop here instead of I, let's use a. Okay, start from 1, and here a is less than n, and here you have to write a plus plus. And now inside this, what you need to do here, first calculate the value of b. So int b is nothing but you can say n minus and a, right? So once this is done, then after that you have to check if your string, first you have to change this value of a and b to a string, right? So how you do that? String dot value of, and here you have to pass the integer, right? And here you are going to check if it contains what? Contains 0, right? So you are going to have to write it like this. Okay, string dot value of a contains 0, and we don't want, right? If it doesn't contain 0, this one, right? If it doesn't contain 0, right? And here also I'm going to write here after this, and here string dot value of b doesn't contain 0, right? I'm using negation symbol here, right? Then from here you have to simply return what? Your output. So here I'm just going to return what? Return, and here new int. Okay, and here I'm just simply going to write my value of a, and here b. That's it. Okay, and definitely we are going to return some result here, right? Because in the problem statement it is saying that a result is always possible. Okay, one valid result is always possible. Here just return something. Okay, so here we have to just return int type, right? Int array type. So here I'm just going to return empty array. That's it. Now let's run the code and see if the encode issue. We'll try to fix that. So see, all the test cases has been accepted, right? Now let's submit it. All right, so see, our solution is accepted, right? Now let me show you the second approach. Here we are using one string, right? So I don't want to solve my problem using strings, right? So instead of strings, let's see other approach. So here what I'm going to do, here I'm just going to write if, here I will just remove this. Okay, and here has 0. Let's use this method. Okay, this helper method. So if we don't have any 0 in a, and here also, okay, this is done. right? So this is what I'm going to check, and I'm going to simply return this and this from here. And now here I will write my helper method. This has 0, right? So let's suppose if my number is like this 108. So first I have to check this, then after that I'm going to check this, then after that I'm going to check this digit. If any digit is 0, I'm going to return false, right? Private boolean has 0, and here you have to write int x, right? Whatever the value you are going to pass here. So first here, while your x value is greater than 0, right? So now here if you divide this number with the 10, what are you going to get? So 10, so here 1, okay, and here 8 comes, right? If you just multiply it with 10 into 10, 100, so 8 is going to be your remainder, right? So 8 is nothing but remainder, right? So you are going to get the last digit, right? And then after that we have to check this part, right? So this part is nothing but this 10, right? Okay, so here it's very simple, right? So if x, and I'm going to check the remainder, okay, if x modulus with 10, okay, if it is equal to 0, that simply means that we have 10, right? Last digit, we are getting last digit as remainder, right? So here we are just going to return true. That's it. Okay, so if I have 100 here, so 100 divided by 10, okay, 10 into 10, 100. So here this is nothing but the remainder 0, or you can say last digit of my 100. Okay, so complete result means we have 0, right? Okay, this is done. And after that I have to take the next part. So x divided by 10, so whatever the value that we are going to get here, 10 and 10, right? This we have to check. So we have to do this until my x is greater than 0, right? And if we are not able to return true anywhere, then simply return false. Okay, so if the value is false, right, so that simply means we don't have any 0, then in that case you have to simply return the values, right? Okay, now let's run it and see if then code issues. So the test case has been accepted, right? Now let's submit it. So see, our solution is accepted, right? Okay, so I hope that you guys are able to understand today's problem, and if you guys still have any doubts, then please feel free to ask in the comment section. Till then, keep coding and keep practicing. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.